we're going to work to open up through the backs of the legs, the outer hips, the side waist, and across the upper shoulders today. So the easiest way to begin is to face a wall, holding onto either a banister or a bar, and taking your feet wider than your shoulders, turning your toes slightly in and your heels slightly out. From there, bend the knees and allow yourself to fold forward from the hips. Then begin to straighten the legs out and send the chest closer to the bar, the wall, or the banister. Immediately you'll feel the back of the legs begin to stretch open. Hold this for about 3 full, deep breath cycles. And then to come out, bend the knees and rise up. The next stretch will be to hold on to that banister or wall and cross one ankle over the opposite knee. And then you're just going to sit your hips back. You can hold on to the ankle with the opposite hand, keeping it in place. You'll immediately feel the outer hip on that bent leg. So standing at the wall, it looks a little bit like this. Cross over, hold on to banister, wall, or bar, and sit the hips back, sending the chest forward, just like you're sitting in a chair. Again, 3 long, full, deep breaths here on each side. That's a great one to open up the entire lower body. To get into the arms, the chest, and the shoulders, you'll grab either a golf club or some kind of a belt that you can take just wider than your shoulders. You're going to inhale the arms up, and then as you exhale, press back through the knuckles. You can drop the chin down to the chest and breathe here for 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Rise up, and then simply press over to one side. So you press out with one hand and up with the opposite hand. If you want a deeper stretch, send the hip off to the side, and you'll feel the side of the waist begin to stretch deeper. 3 deep breaths here. You'll rise up, and you'll take the other side, either taking a neutral position where you're stretching under the arm and over the rib, or taking a little bit deeper, pressing the hip with you. After 3 breaths, come up through center, and you can take what's called an eagle wrap in the arms. Taking your palms to face up, one arm comes under the other at the elbows, and you cross and twist, pressing the elbows upward and drawing the shoulder blades down the back. You will feel the upper trapezius muscles stretching here. After 3 breaths on one side, you switch the cross of the arms and do the same thing on the other side. And you feel all of this opening up from the bottom of the body up through the neck. So we start feet hip width or shoulder width distance, folding over, opening the backs of the legs. 3 breaths. One ankle over the opposite knee, sitting the hips down. 3 breaths. Switch the legs and take the opposite side. Grabbing your strap or a club, reach the arms up and press back through the knuckles, dropping chin to chest. After 3 breaths, rise up, stretching the side body, maybe even through the waist as you send the hip over. Rising up, taking it in the other direction, and press over. And as you rise up after 3 breaths in each pose, you take the final stretch, which is that wrap of the hands. And then you cross in the other direction. So those 5 stretches will give you a nice full body stretch in under 5 minutes. I hope it's excellent for you and that you have a wonderful day. Namaste.